Hi, Dr. Pat McGuire here. Over the years, as I've given talks around the country, I've provided examples of children I've treated to help audiences understand the stresses they go through and how to assist them in turning it around. Because I can't use real names, I've decided to call all my boys Charlie and all my girls Sally. And today I'd like to talk to you about Charlie. Now, Charlie was kind of typical of the young boys I saw in my practice. He had a history of behavioral problems, attention problems, and learning problems. He also had problems with substance abuse. Now, I don't know if you know this, but 1/3 of children, by the time they turn 18, if they have a history of any kind of adverse events in their life, will go on to have substance abuse disorder. Now, for those who haven't heard previous podcasts, about 70% of kids by the time they turn 18 have experienced at least one adverse experience, a trauma. It could have been very harsh negative parenting. It could have been bullying. It could have been mental health problems in the family. There are many different adverse childhood experiences that can affect the ongoing life of the child into adulthood. But 1/3 of kids with adverse experiences will end up with substance abuse disorders by 18 years of age. And the sad thing is, most of the time, we focus on stopping the substance abuse, but we don't look at how to help them heal from those adverse childhood experiences. It's known well in the literature that if you don't address the source, the symptoms, the behaviors will continue in one form or another. This is why we see substance abuse as such a chronic disorder. This is why we see treatment for anxiety and depression being chronic. This is why there are so many individuals that have a revolving door into the justice system. We punish the behaviors that have occurred because of the adverse childhood experiences. Now, this doesn't mean that people can't be held accountable for their actions, but it has to be more of a reparative form of consequence rather than just a punitive form of consequence. We have to help them heal from the past in order to be a more positive part of the community in the future. Now, this includes, and there may be some schools that disagree with me, but this includes getting rid of the term, well, they brought it upon themselves, when children are being bullied or harassed in school. And it's not uncommon to still hear that. I've had patients up into the last couple of years that were still saying that to me, and I haven't been in practice for about 3 years. But then I've also heard some families in the community that I live in now say that they've been told that their child brings it on themselves by how they act. Well, if this is a child that's got chronic anxiety, has depression, has autism, has ADHD, we need to understand why their behaviors are the way they are and help them develop different behaviors, not just, blame them for why others don't understand them. We as the adults have to help their classmates understand them and have their classmates help them develop the skills that will draw more friends, not make them victims of bullying and harassment. So over the next week, look at how you're dealing with kids. Your own kids, kids that you care for. Maybe you're a teacher, a child care provider, a social worker. It doesn't matter. What is your attitude toward the child, the behavior, the diagnosis? Are you addressing all the issues that led to this point in time? Or are we just focusing on that one behavior? how about you give it a try this week? I'd love to hear from you. If you just want to go to my website, www.helpingchallengingchildren.online, and leave a note on the contact spot. I'd love to find out what you're doing to help kids. Talk to you later.